I'm Colby.
And I'm the proud owner of a new pug, but you can call me Fee.
Yeah, that's not like a metaphor. This is a real thing that is happening. Fee is now a proud small dog owner.
Yeah, I mean we have small dogs in the house already.
Yeah, but
those are
being you and your family. This one,
yeah,
this motherfucker's yours.
This guy's mine. This motherfucker, he's around here somewhere. I can't see him. He's on the floor. He's on the floor somewhere. Oh, there he is.
Oh shit! Oh shit! He's falling down the toilet. I'll be right back.
He's a purebred baby pug. He's black.
Mm-hmm.
He's cool. He's great. I got him for, well, I wouldn't say for free, but I paid $40 for him because the lady gave it to us for free, but she went ahead and got him like heartworm and stuff, and we just paid for the fees. And then in another 2.5 weeks, we're gonna go take him to the vet to go get him into our vet and see if he needs anything.
Hell yeah.
He's a good boy. He already knows he's mine. He follows me and he likes sleeping with me. He's great.
Tell everybody what your dog's name is.
Oh, my dog's name is Beans.
Yeah.
Beans the pug.
Now, why is your dog named Beans, Fee?
Because I just thought it was a cool name.
If I'm not mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, the last time that we talked about this, you said that your mom wanted to name him something stereotypically Mexican, and you said, "What's more Mexican than the name Beans?"
I honestly, I think that's what it is, and my mom did like it so much that she asked the lady to call him that until like he was ready to come with me, so that way he can have like name familiarity.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just his name. Hey. No.
You know what's the wildest thing? Like, is that you would think that you would be able to, not train a dog to have a different name, but like our dog Miles, he, it only took him like 3 days before I was like Miles, and he'd be like, "Huh? What the fuck?"
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. No. He's still kind of coming around to the name, but like he follows me already, so like I don't really have to like fucking hark on him a lot, except like because he's still getting used to like he's potty trained on the pad, but sometimes he just doesn't go on the pad sometimes.
Yeah.
So I just have to get upset at him. Like, even before we started, like, when, I don't know if you heard me, I was like, oh, good boy, because he went and used the pad just now.
Nice. Okay, fun fact. Our dog Miles is
a motherfucker.
He is a motherfucker. He really is. I had like a super stressful period at work of like 3 weeks of something where I was like, God, like I don't know how I'm even alive right now. Like everything inside of me was just drained, and so I remember distinctly. My wife was like, "Hey, I'll take our kid to daycare so that you can like get upstairs, get to work."
Yeah.
And so like I made my breakfast, like I made a very small breakfast and my cup of coffee, and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go upstairs and just sit down at my desk for a little bit and just chill, maybe listen to some music. And as soon as I walked up, I just see like a giant turd in the middle of the ground, and I just fucking screamed, "Miles, God fucking damn it!"
Son of a bitch, fucking... The neighbor's like, what? And they just see Miles flung out the window.
That's the thing is like, he's, like, there's times where that happens and I'm like, well, it's my fault. Like, we didn't let him outside or whatever, but he has this routine where it's like, okay, as soon as you let him out of his cage, he wants to be let outside, but he only wants to go pee. And then he comes inside and sprints upstairs and licks out the remnants of the wet cat food that we fed the cats from the night before. And then he comes back downstairs. And if you pay attention to him, he'll be standing near the back door for about 30 seconds. And if you don't let him out then, he's like, well, I don't need to go to the bathroom. And you're like, oh, okay, cool. Like, just forgot or whatever. And even sometimes if you let him out, like he'll go out and be like, oh, I'm going to go bark at this tree. Oh, something interesting happened. And then you let him back inside and fucking he's like, oh man, I need to poop. Well, I already went outside. Guess I'm gonna go poop upstairs. Ah, God, I could fucking strangle this dog.
Oh man, better shit my dad's office.
Yeah.
He'd love that.
Better shit directly. You know what? Let me make sure that I poop in a place where there's carpet. Yeah. Not tile. No, that would be unacceptable because my little feet will be cold.
And that means he'd be able to clean it up real easy.
Yeah.
I won't have trouble. I'm so fucking happy that we don't have fucking carpet anywhere. We just have tile.
Yeah, dude. We had the same thing. Like, so before we moved, we like had like anytime that you move out of a house that has carpet, you have two choices. One, replace it with other cheap carpet. Two, replace it with better flooring, which like if you're going to sell the house immediately is just not what you do. You pick like the cheapest carpet you can find and go like just replace all the carpet. It's fine. Fuck it. Yeah. And so like we ended up replacing it with like nice flooring because we're like still keeping the house and like someone else is living there right now, and we did that. So it's like, oh yeah, it'll be like easier to maintain and like
it won't. There?
Yeah, and it won't it won't be damaged or anything. The problem with that is like as soon as we had it done, we walked into the house and we're like, oh fuck, why didn't we just get all the carpets replaced with this like the last? Because like going upstairs was just like, oh yeah, cool. Now we've got this like carpet, and we didn't have any place to put the cat boxes, so they're sitting on the carpet. So there's just like cat litter in the carpet, and God, shit ass carpet.
Yeah, I don't like carpet, but what's it called? I like little throw rugs. Like I want to get a rug. I've been seeing these artisanal rugs on like TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah.
Where people they're just like, oh dude, we'll make a rug out of whatever you want, and people are like doing Pokemon and like logos of stuff.
Yeah, them shits are cool.
And I remember one day where I was looking at one. I was like showing my sister. I was like, hey Jess, dude, check this out. I wish there was one of these places like closer to me. And she like looks at it. And she opens the webpage. She's like, well, that's in San Antonio. I was like, oh. Well, I wish it was cheaper then.
Yeah. Yeah, you're like, oh, man, that's great. Well, maybe I could go up there and get this, like, Jigglypuff. How much is that? Oh, nice. $4,000. Cool. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good, actually.
Well, like, okay, they're reasonable. They're like $200 or $300, I guess, which is reasonable for a handmade rug of your design.
Yeah, dude.
But like, and it's a good size. Like, it's a very good size. Like, I could put it right here and it'd be on my desk. But now that I got a dog, I kind of don't want it. Mm-hmm. Because I don't want him. Like, the first thing to do is him to like shit or piss on it. But
that's fair.
well, like he's been good. Like like I said, he misses a few times. But like last night, before like I laid down, before I put him on the bed with me, because he sleeps on the bed with me. Because he's a bed dog. I let him eat, I let him drink water, and I was like, okay, you stay on the floor for a little bit while I watch TV, and then you pee and do your business, and then I'll pick you back up. And, you know, he peed, and he was walking around, and I thought he was walking over to the side of the bed for, you know, to be picked up, but he was just kind of wandering around, and I was like, all right, you ready to come up? And I pick him up, and, like, he immediately shit on the bed. And I think he was just about to, like, shit, but, like, I like, surprised him. And he was like, oh, fuck. And I was like, oh, man, buddy. I was like, this is my fault. But, man. Like,
man.
Right on my...
Come on,
right
can't you be, like, as you're picking him up, can't he be like, whoa.
Dude, well, this is the thing about him. I love him. Like you have to kind of hassle to pick him up. He's like, when he sees your hands coming, he's like, oh, no. But like, once you get him, he's like, you got me.
You got me. You trickster.
And he just like lets in the fact that you got him, and he's just like, all right, do whatever you want.
Fine.
He's a good guy. I love him. But anyway, we have stuff we have to talk about today.
Yeah, dog. We got a mission.
Before we do, this isn't sponsored, but I went to Sonic just to get it like a big jizz hot. Oh, I was at
Sorry, I didn't hear that sentence correctly. It sounded like you said you went to Sonic to get a big jizz hot. Is that right? You got a big jizz hot?
I got the big glizzy.
Glizzy
hot.
There we go.
No.
Got it.
No, I said big drink hot. I said big drink because it's hot.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
But I didn't know they had this thing going on where you can get whatever drink you want and you can make it dirty. And I was like, fuck, it's dirty.
Mm-hmm.
And me and my sister were reading the thing, and it's like, oh, they put like a cream flavoring right inside of it. I was
Oh
like,
God.
oh.
Okay.
So that's what I'm drinking right now. Dirty Dr. Pepper.
That's okay. So that's terrible for a lot of reasons because like you can get like a dirty martini that has like, something else mixed into it. I think like that's the implication here is like, oh, it's this drink, but we mix something else into it. At a coffee shop, you can get like a dirty chai, so it's a chai latte plus espresso.
With mud.
With mud. But like that's Sonic's whole thing is they mix drinks there. Why? Is every drink dirty then? You fucks? Like,
nope. Every drink's a mixed drink. This is a dirty drink.
Yeah, this is one for adults, baby.
Oh, don't let your kids drink it or do. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, listen, as soon as you drink 3 or 4 of these, you get diabetes immediately.
I am drinking the Route 44, so.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That'll do it. I know it has a neat name, but it's a 44 ounce.
Yeah, man.
But I planned on sipping it for a couple hours, and that's what I'm doing. So, it's still the same amount, but it feels like it's dispersing.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So.
Yeah.
Also, they have this new big gas station in Portland. I thought we're getting a fucking Portland Buc-ee's. No,
Man.
it's called the Texan.
Man, what is it with businesses in Texas? Like, if they can't think of a thing to name themselves, they're just like Big Tex, the Rio Grande.
Here, I'm gonna look up the logo because I shit you not, it's just the Fallout Boy head with a cowboy hat.
Oh my God,
good.
You mean yeah. Vault Boy.
Vault Boy.
Not Fallout Boy. That's Sir Patrick Stump's thing.
That's the band. I guess not the Texas gas station, the Texan gas station. Yeah, just type in the Texan gas station and it's just it's a Buc-ee's basically.
Okay.
But it's also it's Fallout Boy with a cowboy hat.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that super is. Let me see if I can.
Vault Boy. I'm sorry.
Let me see if I can pull this up.
Pull it up.
Yeah, there you go. Here it is.
It's just the Vault Boy. Just a Vault Boy with a cowboy hat.
It's a Texas and just a little smiling guy. That's it.
Yeah, it's basically knockoff. It's like Sam's Club to Costco. This is the Texan to fucking Buc-ee's.
Yeah, they do the same thing up here, and I feel like they probably do it in a bunch of places where they're like, we're known for this one thing. I'm gonna name my store that thing plus whatever the store is. So like, I drive by a place. I drive by like a number of places up here that are like, the Mount Rainier gas station, the Puget Sound Cafe. You're like, fuck, dude. Like, name it something cool. You have the money to make your own business, and you're not gonna name it something sick. Damn.
I don't know why Texas just doesn't have like the number of Stripes, Valero, the Shamrock, 7-Eleven, and Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's being the big one.
Yeah.
But we have a shitload. Every time I drive over to San Antonio to Houston, there's like the Crocodile or like Crocodile something or Texaco or fucking
the Flying J's a big one.
Shell. There's so many different gas stations. Just pick one.
Yeah. just make one gas station.
Just make one uniform gas station.
No, you make two. You make one for the place where you go to get gas and like milk if the fucking grocery store is closed, and then Buc-ee's. So it's like a regular one and then the big one.
I don't think there's that case in Portland, seeing as there's an H-E-B, Walmart, and now a Target.
Is the Walmart there still 24 hours?
Yeah, no.
That's what I thought. That's the case, man. Fucking.
Listen, I still say it should have been a Buc-ee's because I every time I work a night shift, I would go in there and just buy all their fucking brisket sandwiches.
Hell yeah.
Because like if there was a Buc-ee's near me, fucking brisket sandwich, that's my kryptonite. They're dude. You laugh, but Bucky's has good ass food.
Yeah, Bucky's does actually. Like Bucky's fudge is really good.
Yeah, it is.
Bucky's fudge is good enough that like usually. So here's what'll happen for me. Back before I didn't have like my acid reflux treated. I'm so old. Like back before I didn't have my acid reflux treated, if I ate like a nice buttery, greasy cookie or 3, as I am wont to do, it took about 2 or 3 hours before I was like, oh man, like I can really feel that. Like my esophagus hurts. Terrible. The fudge at Bucky's, it's legit like 20 minutes. Like I eat 1 square of fudge from there, my stomach is like, holy fuck!
It's triple the grease.
I'm like,
they use Crisco to fucking instead of flour.
Dude, yeah, you say that, but like, if you've ever made vegan fudge, like the easiest,
Never.
the dead simplest recipe is
If I ever made it.
You do coconut oil, and then you mix it with like sugar and cocoa powder, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like 90% coconut oil. It's just coconut oil.
That's what my dirty Dr. Pepper tastes like, a coconut raspa.
Ooh, I'm down. I'm
So
down for that.
I'm okay. I bet it tastes good in orange soda, but we'll see.
Yeah, like a dreamsicle. That's good. We've got shit to do, Fee.
I know we got shit to do. I'm sorry, I'm procrastinating. A lot of stuff happened in my personal life, and we didn't cast last week. So.
I know. I was too just defeated, to explain it.
Say sick. You're perpetually sick.
I
always say this.
Last week.
See,
so
there it is.
I don't know why this cough won't go away, and it only happens when I start talking. It's the worst thing is I'll start talking and then I'll just cough twice in the middle of a sentence for no fucking reason. God, it's so
just
annoying.
say you don't want to talk to me. It's fine.
This happens at work too, which like it's like a good and a bad thing, you know. Like if I show up to work and I'm like, hey, I was working really hard on this yesterday, but I ended up getting sick. But like, you know, the show goes on. I'm here at work trying to do my best. They're like, oh, please just rest up and try to make sure that it's okay. Don't, if it's late, it's fine. Yeah, I'll try my best to get it on time, but I don't know if I can do it. It like really sells it. But like if I'm in the middle of like, oh yeah, I tried to. I ran out of time yesterday, but like I'll try to get to it today. And then I throw a cough, like I accidentally cough in the middle of it. Nobody cares or pays attention. They're just like, okay, I guess he got something in his throat. I'm fucking.
Yeah, he's just clearing.
What is this? Why is this guy late?
Why the fuck are you late? You didn't hear the cough? Yeah, it wasn't good enough.
Yeah, that wasn't a good enough cough.
I cough when we talk because I laugh so much that I kind of choke.
Yeah, so that's fair. It's because I'll give you one very small thing one very small way in which I'm rebelling at work is like I end up getting so stressed out that I'll make myself sick. And I'm trying to stop that. I'm trying to like scale back how often I work and like how much effort I'm putting in. And one of the things that I did is I was like, man, I have a meeting that's at 7, like an hour-long meeting, 7 to 8 a.m., and then an hour-and-a-half meeting from 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. So that's like 2.5 hours of meeting starting at 7 in the morning, which like that's right whenever my son wakes up. But like sometimes it's not. Sometimes like, you know, he lets us sleep. Like today he let us sleep in until like almost 8. And so I looked at the rest of my day and was like, I'm not fucking doing that. I'm just straight up not going to the 7 a.m. meetings. I just said, no, someone else can go. Not me. And if no one else goes, I'm not going. So whatever. I'm not going to be there.
Aren't you already in the process of looking for somewhere else?
I have I have started looking at a couple of places. You know, I get the old wandering eyes sometimes. It's
the Super S.
It's a normal. Yeah, just go to my parents, until the day they died, still made fun of me for not being able to get a job at Whataburger.
That is funny. What did they tell you? You're overqualified?
No, they just didn't call me back. Like, they like never called, and so I was like, whereas like, if I'm not mistaken, it was you were still working there.
Yeah,
Mike,
Mike was there.
Mike had left already, I think, and I came back for the summer and was like, listen, like, I was supposed to be in like a summer internship, but like I'm not, so I'm just kind of sitting here. It would be nice to like have a job for a little bit. And so I applied, but it was very obvious that like I came in with Mike and you, got my application, filled it out, gave it to them, you know.
Yeah.
The association was there. And so like I told my parents like you know, they never called back and they're like, well, it's probably because you were there with your two dipshit friends that they know don't work. And I was like, yeah, maybe. And they were like, but still, Fee got a job there and you couldn't. Shut up.
That's true. I worked there for 3 years, baby.
Hell yeah.
No matter how much they like complained at me, or at least just the boss, because all the other supervisors were chill as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But the boss, she hated everyone because we slacked off. But that was back when we could slack off. You can't do it anymore.
Yeah, back when it was legal.
Yeah, back when it was legal. Wait, dude, getting $5.25 an hour? You bet your ass I wasn't gonna work.
Yeah, dude. Fuck.
$5.25 an hour, paid every 2 weeks. I had like $200 every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
For a high schooler, that was all right, but like I couldn't make it now.
Yeah, dude.
That. But they get paid every week, so anyway, we're sidetracking.
Yeah.
Colby.
Here, listen. This is a question that I thought was going to be, I think is going to be interesting because I was thinking about this, and I wonder what your take is, and what are the things that you would do. So, Disney World is in a weird place right now.
Yeah, Florida.
Yeah, Florida is fucked, man. But in addition to that, though, they're like the ticket prices are really high, and the lines are longer than they've ever been, and the fast pass system is bullshit.
Thanks, Obama.
So, here's what I was thinking. Let me lay this out for you. Back in the fastest past. Here's the way that things used to be. Like the ideal system, I think, was about 6-7 years ago. Maybe 6 or 7 years ago. So the way that it used to work is you would book, especially like if you like stayed at like a Disney resort, you could book your room, like book your park and everything, and they would give you a little wristband. And that wristband would like let you into your room, and you could put a credit card on it so you could pay with it. So you didn't have to like take your wallet with you, which was nice.
Oh yeah. I think they still do that. They have the QR band that lets you just tap it.
Yep, they do at Disney World for sure. And the nice thing about that is that like it was also tied to their like online fast pass system. So back in the day, the way the fast pass used to work is based off of like ride attendance and how many people were in particular areas. They had these kiosks all around each of the parks where you could go and be like, oh, I want a fast pass for like this ride, which is basically saying like, hey, I'm going to schedule a time that I will be at this ride. In exchange, I'm going to get in a shorter line. And so the hack at the time, like this was like back in the day, was you would have a group of people and you would designate one person as the runner. So you'd be like, okay, our group is going to move to like, we're going to go wait in line at this ride while the runner goes to the fast pass kiosks, looks at all the like all the things that we want, and then we'll pick out the sort of like next couple of rides or like the rides later on in the day and like get all of the passes together and then take them back to the line and like distribute them. So that was the way that it used to happen. And it's totally free. But it's random, right? You just like, you have to walk to a place, you go like, you're out in the sun, you can't plan anything. This was before cell phones.
And it gets hot.
Oh yeah, Florida gets fucking hot.
It's all that swamp.
So the new system that I think is ideal is we have the wristbands, right? And they've also got an app. And I think it's 90 days before you go to the park, fast passes open up online. And so you can go to a website and refresh, and then it's like, great, here's all the fast pass time slots. And the website was configured such that you're like, okay, here's my group of 5 people. All 5 of us want to go on this ride. And it would just like, it would allow you to do it. Or if like 3 people wanted to go on a ride, you could do that. And so if you were good at planning, You would you did your research, you figured it all out. 90 days before, you now have your plan for every day at Disney. You're like, we have fast passes. It's like, I think 2 or 3 a day is what it was. And like we've got them for these attractions, so we don't have to worry about going on those. We can just like wait in lines for the smaller ones, and if we're like not feeling it that day, we can like not go to the park at all, like whatever it is. Which was nice. And you would think like, well, what happens to everybody else that shows up and like didn't know about that? Are they just fucked? And no, you could have the if you had the Disney World app, which has like your FastPass stuff on it, you could just refresh on lines, and I think it was like 20 minutes, they would just open up more FastPasses, or like people that like, oh, I can't use mine, I canceled it, or they like left their appointment, so now this FastPass line is like way shorter. They'll just open up more of them. So if you like really want to go on like Space Mountain or whatever the fuck, you could like sit in a cafe, get your lunch, and just like refresh. Be like, okay. I got it. Hold on. I'm getting through. All right, I got it. We're in. Which is like exciting. It's not like the coolest thing, and it's like not the easiest way, but like it's free. It works. You don't have to like leave the air conditioning. You don't have to like leave your family.
Is there like a second line for FastPass, or you just walk to the front?
There is a second line usually.
Okay, because like I know in Fiesta, Texas, you can get the Flash Pass, and they had a separate line where you just cut to the front. But there wasn't. It's not packed like fucking Disney. Yeah, where there's like hundreds of thousands of people there every day.
Yeah, so the FastPass line, like it'll even say how long it takes for FastPass. It'll be like, oh, this line is like 90 minutes. FastPass 20.
That's not bad, but how much is the cost difference?
There's no cost difference. FastPass Plus was free.
But what about now?
Now they have a weird hybrid system. So there's a couple of different systems. Like Disneyland had something similar, except that you couldn't pre-order. You couldn't do the 90-day pre-order, and you had to be on premises. So like your GPS on your app had to say like, I am in the park, and then you could actually do FastPass on your phone, which is interesting and like makes it a little more fair. But for those of us that are like, good at, or have a wife that is good at doing planning like me, then like
rub it in.
Yeah, it just fucking that was better for me, but it's fine. It's a fair system. But the way that things work now is you have to pay for access to a thing called Genie Plus, which is I don't know why they renamed it, but it now has like, okay, you can get your fast passes for the day, right? Just like 1 or 2 of them, and like you have to pay for entry to Genie Plus to be able to get these things. But also, for some rides that we know are really, really popular, you have to wake up like 2 hours before the park opens to reserve your spot in line online with everyone, and you can't do it beforehand. It has to be day of.
What?
Yeah, so fucking everybody in our group is awake at 7:45 in the morning, like, all right, we want to go on this Ratatouille ride, gotta fucking refresh. Okay, all right, I think I'm in, let me see, let me get the times. Did you get it? Did I get it? Did you? Oh shit, it didn't work for me. Are you getting it? Are you in?
Is it worth it? Like, so I have to look at the rides, because like, as far as I know, I don't see, they're just little slow coasters, like not coasters, but like carts, right? That take you through like a fucking scene or whatever, and they show you stuff.
Yeah, it depends. Some of them are higher, like higher.
I know the Cars roller coaster is actually like a roller coaster.
Yeah, it's that one's a little faster. The new Tron ride is a roller coaster. The new Guardians of the Galaxy one is a roller coaster.
In the Guardians of the Galaxy, the one where you shoot and where you just sit like next to each other and like shoot. No, that's the Avengers ride.
Yeah, I think that's the Avengers, and they also have Toy Story that does that.
Yeah, where you could just buy the blasters and blah 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 blah. It's like a 3D ride.
Yeah.
I want to go, but like, I'm a big guy, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't think I'd be able to fit on a normal coaster. But like those normal ride coasters, I could probably fit on where it just takes you through a scene. But is it like worth it? Like I know a day trip is like 90 to something bucks for like a day pass.
Mm-hmm.
Like like if it was me, I'd mostly just walk around and look at shit and like eat different food and buy souvenirs.
Yeah. The thing is, like,
I'd want to get on one ride.
yeah, that's the thing. Depending on that ride, that's the ride that like you may be spending an hour and a half in line for. And an hour and a half is like low. There's some hours that are like, oh yeah, you want to go on Space Mountain? You want to go inside of you want to go in like on like Peter Pan? Weirdly is a popular one. You want to go on like Haunted Mansion? Fucking 3 hours, dipshit. Get in line.
Oh, even what about Fast Pass?
So once they put Fast Pass behind a paywall, now you have to pay to get into Fast Pass. And so once you're on Fast Pass, right, now you have your reservation time, and now it's like 20 minutes, maybe 30 if it's like really bad.
But you gotta, okay, so this would mean that you'd have to be staying on the resort and be let into the park early, right?
So you don't have to be at the park to be able to like reserve it at Disney World. At Disneyland you do, and they don't have like a pre-order system, but at Disney World it's like, if we can tell that you have a park pass for today for this park, then we will let you at 7 a.m. like reserve your like two things.
You just have to wake up and do it from your hotel room, or?
Yeah. Yep.
That's okay. That's not bad. I was thinking you had to like shuttle to like the entrance.
Yeah.
So that way the GPS could.
Bunch of people looking like they're playing Pokemon Go out front. Like, come on, man. Come on, man.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought you were meaning. Like, this is all confusing. Like, I've never been there, so like this is all new to me.
Dude,
like,
that's the thing is like, it's confusing because like Disneyland has a system, and then Tokyo Disney has a different system, and Disney World has a different system, and like at any given point they're all doing different shit and they all suck in different ways. But I think everybody agrees that Disney World fucking sucks right now as far as like reservations and stuff go, because it is just, yeah, pay us some more money to not have to wait in line. And also you don't necessarily know that you have to pay us. You don't even know that this program may exist, really. So like if you show up and you're like, hey, Fast Pass, how do I get into the Fast Pass? How do I Fast Pass? They're like, oh, you have to go buy Genie Plus and get signed up, and like, oh, sorry, if you want to sign up today, yeah, no, the best rides that we have, they are already gone. All their Fast Passes are gone, so you got to wait for tomorrow.
Is Nintendo World in Disneyland, or is that Universal?
It's Universal.
Oh man, I feel like I want to go to Universal, but like not even to like get on the Disney ride, just walk around. I want to eat at the Nintendo Cafe.
Yeah, dude.
Because it looks cool in there, and like their food looks great.
Yeah.
But like, man, is it worth it paying like $90 just to walk around and like do all the food and eat eat at all the places in Disneyland? Just walk around and look at stuff.
I mean, I'll be honest. It's worth it to me because I really enjoy like a lot of theming and cool shit like that. But like the other thing is, I remember the first time that I started going to Disney, and like my wife's family were like, oh man, like this thing isn't on. Oh yeah, they used to have this thing over here. Yeah, they used to have this thing over there. And like they were just going on about like they had like one ride that was like, oh yeah, it picked you up on one side of the park, and then you went over the whole park in like a little like trolley cart, like a ski lift.
The monorail?
Oh, not the monorail, but a slightly different thing where it was like a cherry picker almost.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that.
And then it would go like,
I saw that in Defunct Land.
Yes, exactly. Yep. A little bit. And used to go over the whole park, and then it would go to like the other side and sit down. And it was just like something interesting to do, and then they took it away. And like,
dude, like I'd do that.
Yeah, totally. So the first time,
get some snacks and just sit up there.
Yeah, the first time that I went, my like my wife's family were like, oh yeah, well, you know, it's not this, and like this thing used to be cooler, but like they're taking away so much stuff now. And then now I'm that guy. I'm like, man, I remember whenever I could just like go to the Star Wars cafe and refresh until there was a fast pass spot for Millennium Falcon. I can't even do that now.
Oh, fucking millennials.
Idiots.
I love going to, like, I don't know if it's because like I'm an adult and I can appreciate it, but I like going to places now as an adult. I remember not a few, it was 8 years ago. I was still an adult, but it was 8 years ago. When my first girlfriend, her family, they did an annual trip to Schlitterbahn, and they stayed at the Schlitterbahn Resort. And all I had to do is give them like our half. It was like, I don't know, $400 or $500. And we'd stay there for like 3 days. And because we stayed at the Schlitterbahn Resort inside the park, we can go into the park like an hour or so early. So we're there and head of the lines, and we got to get on the big rides. And that's what we did. We're like, okay, we're gonna wake up early. We're gonna go before the park opens. We're gonna get on the big ride to get it out of the way, and then we could just do whatever the fuck for the rest of the day. And I was like, oh, that dude, you don't know like how much fun I had going to Schlitterbahn. And we did it twice. I got to go with them twice. And both times, like, I was like a kid at a candy shop. And like my girlfriend was like, why are you so fucking excited? All the kids are here. And I'm like, what do you mean, why am I so excited? I've never been here. Like, what do you, like, I'm not just gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna come to the park and I'm gonna think I'm too cool for everything. No, no.
Yeah, no.
I paid like $500. Of course I'm gonna have a good time. What the fuck do you think you are?
Yeah. That like it's that's
kind of why we broke up.
That makes sense. Like, to me that makes sense. It's especially because like Disney is very much about like the more sincere you are and the more excited you are about a thing, the more cool it is. Yeah. Like they've got they used to, and I don't know if they have this anymore. Again, I'm going to do another used to. They used to have this a free game that you could sign up for where you could like either with your phone or with like a device that like they gave you at the park, you would go on like an ARG, and it would be like, oh, you got to go to like the different places around the park, and so you would go to like a shop window that just looked like, you know, just some random bullshit, but like if you had this device thing, you could like scan it and then like a monster would pop out and it'd be like, oh, you fucking caught this guy, that's cool. And so like you're actually seeing things in the park like change or like events happen. Do that
anymore.
Yeah,
I don't do that anymore. I was watching that on something where you could have like, it might have been Jenny, what's her name?
Oh yeah, it was Jenny Nicholson.
One of her older videos, she was saying that people used to just call in and then they would go like the Kim Possible thing. They had like a cell phone. They gave you this app, and then when like you came to a thing, something would pop up or an event would happen because they use that same kind of app for the Star Wars experience, but bad.
Yeah, exactly. And they do this in Universal too, in Harry Potter like world. If you buy one of the like special super expensive ones, you can do magic in the park, which is cool.
Oh yeah. I remember seeing that. That was like the big thing where you buy the wand and you point it at something and the dragon comes out or whatever. But like I wouldn't mind going. They have a thing to where like if it's your first time, I think they give you like some kind of button or a pin or something, and then the cast members will come up to you and like interact with you and like in a way.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's your first time, and they're gonna fucking come over here and fucking Disney you.
Yeah, it's true. Which is kind of sick. Like I'm into that. So like we've outlined some problems here, and the one that I want to focus on is the fact that like Disney prices, like Disney ticket prices, have gone up crazy. Like Disney World prices over the years. Yeah, let's say that.
I think they just got to open more locations. Like, I think, and it's just me, they should open a Texas Disney.
Ooh.
Disney Texas.
Yeah.
And just have, like, Texas theme. You can go over there and have Disney barbecue. And you could have Mickey Mouse in his cowboy hat. And you can see Goofy in the old West with his assless chaps.
That's right.
And just get like some Texas themed stuff up there.
Mm-hmm.
But Texas is big enough to where I think no matter how much it costs to build it and do it everything,
Mm-hmm.
people would go. People in Texas love theme parks.
Yeah, they do. And Texas is not a bad place to put it either because the weather is okay. Apparently, for a while, they were going to build a Disney in New England. But the problem is like it gets winter there.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, you can't really do that.
Well, it gets cold in Japan. They got one in Japan.
Yeah, it's true. It's open all the time.
Well, it's because England has real castles, and
no, not England. New England, like fucking Massachusetts, I think it was, or Pennsylvania.
Well, they have they wish they had castles.
That's right.
I don't know.
They're very sad. Okay, so here's the price of admission to Magic Kingdom, February 2014, $100 for one day.
Oh boy,
so
that's not a magical
February.
price to me.
Like that's February 2014. So let's go ahead and go.
2014.
Yeah, 2014.
That was 10 years ago.
Yeah, the current price is $159 on a holiday. $139 at peak time, so like summer. $125 during a regular time. But then there's also value and low tickets. I don't know when those show up, but those are 117 and 109. So basically, if you want to go on a day that like a lot of people want to go, it's 159 or 139. So like
if I wanted to go on a Monday, that wouldn't be peak Disney hours.
Probably, depending on the time of year. If it's like a Monday in the summer, you're fucked. If it's Monday in like October, you're probably okay.
I don't know. I feel like October they'd be doing a whole thing like all month, fucking Spooktober.
Oh, they do, yeah. They have the way that they get you there, because I've been to it, is if you go in October, like the whole thing is like kind of decorated, and they have like Halloween themed like parades and stuff. But at night, they shut the park down at like 7, and then
they hunt you down.
They club you to death. No, they like
Mouse Club.
Basically they it's very good. They tell everybody to fuck off at 7 p.m. And then, but if you have a ticket to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween, you can stay in for 2 more hours, and the ticket to that is like an extra $50.
That's not bad.
For $50 for 2 hours kind of sucks, but like most people are gone.
Yeah, it's true. They're like, let's get out of here. And I'm like, not me. Get me another fucking Halloween hot dog.
So this is exactly what I'm asking you, Fee. If like, so the question is this: if they had a time in which they were like, okay, for these certain weeks out of the year, we're gonna do half capped attendance. So like only half the amount of people that come into Disney can come into Disney during these times, but the tickets are twice as expensive. So instead of it being like $139, you're paying like $280, $300.
But with half the people in the park.
Half the people, which means half the lines. Probably.
Look, half the people is still a lot of people, but it's not. They cap it, right? Like at a certain point, they're like, nope, no more people coming in. Just the people that are in. Let's say it's like 5,000 people. Let's say 10,000 on a good day, like 5,000 for the half cap.
Mm-hmm.
I would pay double price. You know why? It's not full. I'd probably be able to get on more things. I'd say it would be worth it. I mean, it's still a lot of money, but then again, this is my vacation for the year.
Yeah.
So I would. It's worth it.
I think I'm right there with you, actually. I also think that it makes sense to me that if I'm like already being, because the thing that you're paying for here basically is like, well, even if they do have a fast pass system, I'm not fucked if I don't do it, right?
Yeah.
Which is because nice.
Like you have half the people, so like it's more to spread around the park.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not waiting as long. So like the 3-hour line would probably go down to like an hour and a half, which isn't bad. And if it's going by quick, you can go by quick. You'd probably get your fast pass more easily.
Mm-hmm.
There'd probably be more dropouts for fast pass. It would probably be more accessible. I don't know if you can look it up, but like look out. Do when you go to Disneyland on any given day, is there a max occupancy? Like all the people go in. Like if there's like a max number of people in the park, do they just tell people in the front, "Sorry, you can't come in," or they just let like general and like anyone in?
It looks like, so it looks like the absolute maximum is for Magic Kingdom, I think in Florida, 85,000 to 100,000 people.
Oh my god!
But I think that they rarely hit that.
Yeah.
I think it's just like that's like how many people they can absolutely max fit it. So roughly each day, at Disney World, it looks like 57,400 people show up at Magic Kingdom, just on average. So that's like holidays is more probably, and like summer is going to be more, and you even it out with like rain in the winter, whatever the fuck.
That's a shitload of people.
It's a
like
shitload of people.
I knew it was a lot, but fuck, dude.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, and in fact, it's a lot, like
that's a problem.
It's a problem because like it keeps going up. Like
dude.
Shit keeps going up pretty consistently, and like the I think the rough part about it is like as more people go, they're like, okay, but we like in order to keep attendance down, we got to like make the price go up. But like even if they're doing that, there's still people that are like, well, I'm going anyway. And now the lines are longer. And now they're like, well, fuck, we need to like be able to crowd control. We need like people are pissed off that they can't get into these rides. I don't know. Put Fast Pass behind a pay gate too. Fuck it.
Doesn't matter. Dude, here's the problem. There's also like Disney adults.
Yeah.
That they fucking ruin everything. They go like every other fucking day.
Mm-hmm.
They go like so many times a year.
Yeah,
like,
they have like annual passes and like local Florida passes. So if you live around Disney World, you can get one of those passes and just show up every day if you wanted to.
And they probably do. Like it just happened recently. Someone shut down a ride because they fucking spread their ashes on the ride.
Oh yeah,
and that's a normal thing. They fucking spread ashes on rides, but this one was recently.
Yeah,
that they just fucking shut down a ride by throwing ashes in there.
Yeah, it's so
what?
fucking gross.
I'm like, what are you thinking? Like, what the fuck?
Can you stop?
Yeah, I'm like, there are kids here, and you're putting a dead body everywhere. Like, ugh, and then. Fucking not only that, but like you have just it's crazy. Like crowd. Oh man, I'm getting like anxious now because just crowds.
Yeah,
crowds of people and stuff. Like I want to go to Disney, and I'll probably only ever go once.
Mm-hmm.
To Disney World, and then I'd probably ever go once to Disneyland just to see what the difference was, and mostly ride one ride and eat all the food.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like. Disney had I would say for somebody that is like a planner, somebody that's like good at doing the research and like being on time and getting a plan together, Disney sort of peaked for them around like 2016, 2017, 2018, somewhere in there, because like you had the wristband thing, so you didn't have to keep a bunch of like paper tickets in your pocket. They had the ability to log in on the app and like see new fast passes and be able to get them. They had like and all of this was free. And so like if you just planned enough that 90 days out, like you show up the day of and you're like, I'm fucking chilling. I got my 3 fast passes. They're the rides that I care about. Now all I have to worry about is like where I'm going to eat and then going there. And that's the easy part.
I wouldn't, I'd have to go with someone that planned. I'd be like, Colby, you and your wife plan to go to Disney World, invite me and I'll go. You just tell me where to go. And
I'll just show up.
That's what it like. I'm so new to this. Like, I don't know anything. I need someone that's like a fucking veteran, a Disney veteran.
Yeah, it's like it's a weird thing to excuse me. It's a weird thing to have to like get into, especially if you're new to it. To be like, hey, this like. There's this whole like cabal fucking deep lore system that you've got to like get into in order to like really optimize the rides that you're going on when you're going on them and like all of that. And then now, like, because they keep changing things and now they're putting more things behind paywalls and even those aren't working. So like, not only do you have to pay to be like, you know, oh, now I've got a shot at being able to get on the ride that I want to get on. You have to also fight against like 20% more people than you used to have to. So now like
That's wouldn't be thing. Like, I don't even know the rides.
Yeah, it wouldn't even be weird for you to be like, well, I can't go on Haunted Mansion because it's too long. I can't go on like Small World because it's too long. I can't go on like, you know, the new rides. Oh, you know what? Why don't I go on Dumbo? Fuck it. Like, people don't give a shit about Dumbo. What do you mean Dumbo's an hour and a half? What the fuck?
There's no way that Dumbo's an hour and a half, or even the teacups.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no way. There's no fucking way.
I don't know, man. I'll see if I can look it up right now. Okay, so it looks like right now, actually, things are kind of light. It's
it is. It's like it's 6 over here where I'm at, so it's like what, 4 over there?
No, it's actually 7 p.m. there.
Shit.
So they're getting close to closing time on a Sunday. It is open until 11 p.m. looks like. So yeah, they've still got 4 more hours. It looks like. But some of these rides very, very short. Right? There's
what's Dumbo?
What is Dumbo? 15 minutes.
Oh, see, so if I go right now, I can get on Dumbo.
Yeah, you can get on Dumbo. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I can get on Dumbo. I can get on teacups. I can get me a Disney. Well, it's not an empanada. It's
a hand thing.
A pancake.
Yeah.
It's a hand thing.
Let me see. Yeah, they had the handwich for a while. That was the thing.
I want the Mickey Mouse popcorn holder with the ears.
Oh yeah. They've got that. That's becoming a thing at like American Disney parks in Disney Tokyo. They have shit tons of popcorn holders. People like come in with their own popcorn holders, and they've got like limited edition ones. Damn. But they've also got like the cool thing about Disney, like Tokyo Disney, is
do they do anime crossovers?
No, I fucking wish. God, dude. If they had a fucking Sora popcorn bucket, it'd kill me.
Dude, Disney Tokyo is like the perfect place for a Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, it is.
I swear, didn't we read something not too long ago that they were gonna do it like a king? Or didn't Sora show up? Or no, Disney showed up in his Kingdom Hearts outfit.
Mickey showed up as Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts is Disney.
And one of the Disneys has a Kingdom Hearts room.
That would make sense. I believe that.
But like, why not an attraction? You know how much how much people would show up to Disney, like in Tokyo or even in Land or World, for a fucking Disney Keyblade? A Disney branded Keyblade?
Ooh, shit! Oh shit! Okay.
Oh fuck! Oh, okay.
I'm reading about it. Okay. In a surprising hold on. Hold on.
Oh, hold the podcast. Hold on.
Yep. Okay. Never mind. This was.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I thought I got excited. I was reading it live, and then I was like, wait a second. I feel like I would have heard about this before. This article came out in January, and sure enough, it's from the hard drive. So it's like, you know, the Tech Onion.
I was gonna say, I have $2,500 saved up for a new car. I'd say fuck the car and let's go.
Fuck the car, let's go there now. Okay, so let me tell you about the other time. The teacups, 15 minutes, not bad. Okay. The new Tron ride, the Tron Light Cycle ride. You're gonna be waiting 2 hours for that bad boy. Splash Mountain, which has been rethemed to be Princess and the Frog, 103 minutes. So that's an hour and a half.
An hour and a half. Ugh, it's still a lot.
Yep.
I don't want to see Princess Tiana that much.
Yeah. Dude, okay. So like,
I just put on a movie.
Excuse me. So I think what we're coming down to here is like, if it was half the people but twice the cost, I think so far everybody that I've asked this to has been like, yeah, of course I would do that.
Of course.
I wish fucking Disney would do that. But also the thing is like, I wish that it wasn't all the time either. Cause like, there's some people that are like, yeah, I'm saving up to be able to like go, like bring my family to Disney. Like I've talked to coworkers who are like, hey, yeah, we go to America like once every like 5 to 10 years. And we're going to bring our kids and we're going to go to Disney. And it's like, yeah, that's a thing that you like save up for and you like look forward to. And I can't imagine if they're like getting to Disney and then being like, what the fuck do you mean? What is Genie Plus? What the fuck is all of this? And then showing up and being like, oh, what do you mean these tickets are double price? Well, it's half the people. They're like, yeah, but I didn't save up for that.
Yeah, no shit. I'd have to. That's the thing. I don't mind paying double the price for less people, but I'd have to go buying like souvenirs.
Yeah,
to do it, and that's kind of all I'm really gonna do, because I don't foresee me getting on more than one ride.
Yeah.
Besides, like the teacups or Dumbo, because they're short lines, and you just see Big Fee on the Dumbo.
Yeah, so, that's like there's so many things like that where you're like, oh, okay, cool. I don't think I'm gonna be able to like pay extra money for this. Like I don't have the time, or what, like I just don't have the money. And now you start to get like, okay, well, now how do you make that money back up? Are merch and food sales gonna be low enough that
they need to open like food like near lines, because people are waiting in lines rather than going to eat.
Oh yeah.
So that's why they have souvenir shops in rides now.
Oh yeah, like so the design of every ride at Disney now is like, when you leave the ride, I guess not every ride except for the legacy ones, is the exit to the ride, you have to walk through a gift shop. 100% of them. Which sucks. But like if the merch sales are lower, if the food sales are lower because there's half as many people, do they charge extra for that? Do they just use less staff on those days? Like I don't know that this would, even out as far as costs go, but man, like the question then is like, okay, well, if you're willing to pay double for half as many people, triple for a third as many people, quadruple for a quarter?
No, dude, what? That's basically like renting out the park for like 10,000 people.
Yeah, you ready to pay $500 per ticket and we're only letting in 2,000 people?
That's like a company retreat. That's like a company like, we have the money, let's rent the park out.
Fuck it.
But they still gotta pay for all the souvenirs. They just get in free.
Yeah, so that is a thing that some companies I think can do still.
For Disney?
They can't rent out the whole park. But you can rent out like the park for the first 2 hours, like 2 hours before it opens, or
so you gotta go on everything when it's dark.
Yeah, so it's like, and you gotta wake up early, and
is that even? I mean, I guess that would be worth it, because like no lines, you're there with your company.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you could probably hit like a lot of rides just right before everything opens, and then just eat, and then that's your day at Disney.
Yeah, that's it. Like, you show up for the first like 2 hours, and then all the plebs get let in, and then you're like, well, I'm sleepy, I'm gonna go take a nap.
Yeah, no shit. Like, man, I keep hearing about Disney, and I'm like, man, I want to go, but like, man, I don't want to be out in the sun fucking waiting. I'm mostly paying to eat fucking food that I wouldn't get anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a lie because they got food. They sell food that I can get anywhere else. It's just Disney branded food
Yeah.
and Disney branded souvenirs. Like I can't even. I could go to the website and check their souvenirs, but like, what would I just want a Disney popcorn bucket and maybe some ears, and that's it. Like,
yeah. I mean, the merch that they have there, like, there's some good merch. They do have like the tiniest, infinitesimally small amount of Kingdom Hearts merch. It's like 1 pin every year, maybe 2 pins.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
Hold
I'll fucking
on.
buy that all day.
I'm going right now. I'm gonna get it. Fucking, oh my god, no. Yeah, like I have to make more money than I'm making right now to want to go over there for a day.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's worth it. Not to me, not right now.
Yeah, they also like again Disney keeps doing this thing where they're like, oh yeah, I mean, like the customer service aspect has like been going down, and also like it feels like a lot of their stuff kind of peaked around like being considerate of like people and the way that people are around like 2012 to like 2018, because like they made this new Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train roller coaster. It's like a very small roller coaster. It goes kind of fast, but it's like a fun, ride. The problem with it is that like it feels like all the way up through like the 90s and the 2000s and like the early 2010s, when you designed a ride, you'd be like, okay, we're going to make it kind of a flat bench, or like, maybe a bit of a scoop seat, something like that. But they decided on this ride to have like the butt imprints, and they're really deep, and it's hard plastic. So like, number one, I don't have an ass. It hurts for me to ride on that ride.
Just getting pegged the whole ride.
Yeah, and anybody who's like over 200 pounds, like, and has an ass, you're not gonna fit. Like, you're not gonna fit in that. You're just gonna be sitting on top of it and squished down with the bar. It's like, dude, you didn't have to do this. You designed this ride from scratch. It was new.
Just me, just sucking in my gut, just in pain. Oh, this is great. The fucking ride.
They're like kicking it in. Come on,
get it and suck it in. Dude, I would. I'd be like, fucking, I don't care what you do to get this bar closed. Just fucking bash my stomach and bash the bar down. I waited in this like 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm not leaving. Dude, that's the thing, is like some of the like especially newer rides like aren't designed for people with like larger bodies. So like this was, God, it must have been 10 years ago now. We went to Harry Potter Land, and they have like, it's called a virtual roller coaster because like you're on like a hanging roller coaster thing that's like on a big boom arm. So it like takes you down drops and stuff, but there's like screens around you to show you what's happening. It's really cool. Yeah. However, of our group, like 4 of us, like we're getting in, and one of us was like sitting on the side, and they couldn't get the bar down. And they were like the people on the ride were like, well, I don't know. Like, if you can't, well, actually, you know what? Why don't you and this other guy switch? And so like me and this other person switched, and they were like, because this seat's a little smaller and that seat's a little bit bigger, so maybe that'll work. And it did, thankfully. But we had been waiting in line for like 45 minutes. Can you imagine, like, you show up and like you wait that long to get onto this line or to get onto this ride, and they're like, yeah, you're too fat. Anyway, bye.
Dude, if that's the case, they should have like, I don't know if they do it at some theme parks, but they had like the coaster seat in the front, and they're like, if this bar can close on you, then you can get on the ride.
Yeah.
And they would let you test it. But like also, and like, listen, being overweight like I am, like, it's fixable. Anyone can work out and get smaller, but it's hard. Like, I don't like working out.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't theme parks build rides to accommodate bigger people, knowing that America is like one of the leading big people countries?
Yeah, and you know who like goes to theme parks because they like to have an experience and are big nerds about things? Fucking fat people.
Yeah, big fat people. We love themes.
Like, come on, dude.
Man, that's one of the reasons I don't go to theme parks anymore. It's I don't fit in things, and I don't like to like pay for stuff if I'm not gonna fit in any rides. But like in Disney, I already know that like the waits are atrocious, so I'd get on like 2 rides tops. One like when we get there in the morning, and then just walk around everywhere and look at stuff, and then maybe another ride, and then I'm done.
Yeah,
But,
then that's it. Fuck it.
And that's another thing. Like they're like, oh, like if people like hearing this and they're just like, oh, dude, it's like $125 to get in. That's nothing. Like, you don't understand. I live in Texas. I'd still have to make accommodations to fly, make accommodations on where to stay. Like, it adds up. It would almost be $800, and if I want to like buy anything at the park, another like $100 or so.
See, that's like, it's actually Tokyo Disney.
Just for me.
Tokyo Disney has like one of the best setups as far as that goes, because number one, Tokyo Disney is on the train line. So like if you're in Tokyo at all, you can get there for very cheap. But like,
but it's not cheap for me to get to Tokyo.
Yeah, it's not cheap for you to get to Tokyo. True. But for like somebody that like lives in Tokyo or lives in Japan at all, like you can take a train to get there and it's not that bad. The other cool thing that they have is that they've also got like, they've got what's called like a Starlight ticket, which basically is like, hey, if you want to go to the park after school or after work, we're going to charge you like $40 and then you can just come into the park at night. And it's like if you just want to come into the park to like have dinner or like take a few pictures or maybe go on one ride, maybe buy something or whatever, you can only be in the park for like 3 or 4 hours, but it's like half the cost. So it's like, fucking, yeah, the fact that that's like a viable thing to do. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. Theme parks are cool, but Disney, I think they're just doing it all wrong. Like, how many rides do they have in the park at all? Like, how many, like, is it like 8 of them?
Let's do just Magic Kingdom.
Number of rides.
Yep. Magic Kingdom attractions. Oh God. Okay, so now we're gonna get into a philosophical discussion about what is and what is not a ride. Because they got a bunch, like they list a bunch, but a lot of them are also like experiences, and some of them are kind of rides, but not really. So like one of them is a riverboat. The riverboat takes you to like Tom Sawyer Island. It's just a thing that you can do. Is that a ride?
What do you do at Tom Sawyer Island?
You fuck around. It's not a ride or anything. It's just a place to go.
Wait, do they take you there and there's like a thing there that you do? Or is it just like, there it is, Tom Sawyer Island, and then you just go back?
What the fuck is on Tom Sawyer Island? That's what I'm Googling.
What the fuck is on Tom Sawyer Island? What are they hiding? This is where they keep Walt's head.
Yeah, that's exactly where it is. Tom Sawyer Island, Disney World. Yeah, what are you?
What are you?
What? Just tell me, what are you?
Where are the other Tom Sawyer going?
Where are the other Tom Sawyers going? Let's see. Oh no, it's just it's just a place you walk around. Yep.
And do what? Just fuck all?
Yeah, you just walk around and look at stuff.
That's stupid.
But you take a boat to get there, so that's something.
That's not a ride. That's just a mode of transportation. That's just like taking a shuttle to Disney. Would you count
getting to meet a prince or a princess as a ride?
Only if it's Gaston.
Yeah, but he's free, so there's ones that are legitimately ticketed as if they're an expensive ride. Like, you want to go see Cinderella? Yeah, fucking wait in this line for half an hour.
Yeah, she's dressed in yellow. She made a mistake and she kissed a snake.
Oh no.
That's God. So stupid. I'm sorry. No, that's not a ride. That's not even an experience. That's not what? That's stupid.
Yeah.
It's not a ride. It's barely an attraction. That you're not even meeting the real Cinderella. You're just meeting someone dressed like her.
It looks like It looks like there are 23 rides in Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
It's actually maybe nope, they got the new one. So yeah, it's 23 and
me.
I'll be honest with you, two of them are just like sit down and like go. It's not even a ride. Okay, so one of them is a train that takes you around the park. That's it.
The monorail.
Nope, different.
Oh, are you kidding me?
This is a shorter train that just goes. It goes around the park, and there's some narration and stuff. And then there's the Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover, which takes you through some of the rides, but at the top of them. And you just go around part of Magic Kingdom inside of a little, like a very slow moving thing.
I imagine people aren't like fucking busting the rope to get on those. I wouldn't mind riding the train. So this is the thing about me. I adore trains that take you through theme parks because I think they're neat.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd ride on that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind riding on that.
It's good. There's a part where it's air conditioned, which is nice.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's 23 of them. So there's 23 rides at Magic Kingdom.
Oh, that dude, and they did that on, like for the line waits. Let's say that you spent a whole day just getting on rides, and when's Disney open? At what, 8:00?
Yeah, something like that. I think
8:00 to what, like 10:00?
It depends on like whether or not they have like
just
ticketing things.
Just a regular day.
Regular day is 9 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Okay, so that is 14 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So 14 hours. How many rides could you feasibly get on in 14 hours? And let's even say that you have Fast Pass for one of the rides. If every ride is like, say, let's say an hour and a half, you could get on about less than half of all the rides in the park.
Mm-hmm.
And that's without stopping to use the restroom. That's without stopping to eat.
Mm-hmm.
That's just going from ride to ride to ride. You can get on about 13 rides in a day.
Yeah.
So the way Disney has it is you have to stay there at least 3 days to get on every single ride in the park, because you just can't get on every ride without any break.
Yeah.
So,
and that's also, to be fair, at Disney World, there's 4 parks. So you've got rides at all the other parks too.
Yeah, so like minimum you'd have to spend is 3 days to get on every single ride to experience every single thing.
Mm-hmm.
Minimum 3 days. So like we're looking at a lot of money being spent.
Oh yeah.
Just not even, especially if you're gonna stay in the resort. But if like even if you want to stay outside a resort, which I think is not great, because like the hotel, if you stay in the resort, will shuttle you to the room. You're getting the experience right when you wake up,
mm-hmm.
and as you're sleeping. But like, man, that's a lot of money. Hotels like $200 to $300 a night.
Yeah. For
3 nights, that's already like $700. Not to mention 3 days for a pass. That's another $300-$400. We're already in $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to, you have to get the Genie Plus, and you get your Fast Pass, and then your food. That's another like $200. You're for 3 days for one person. We're looking at up to $15,000 to $17,000 or $100. $1,500-$1,700.
Man. And this is like. And now they're also like, oh, hey, why don't you pay me some extra money every day so that maybe you can take the chance on maybe riding one of the rides that you want to ride a little bit faster.
Yeah, I added that in for like food and other stuff,
mm-hmm.
and I didn't even factor in souvenirs.
Yeah,
which is another $100 or $200.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said for one person, if you just say, I woke up one day and I was like, you know what? I'm going to Disney World, and I'd have to live in Florida. I'm not even factoring in the round trip airfare, which is another like $500.
Yep.
On a decent plane, not like fucking Spirit Airlines.
Yeah, not Spirit or Frontier.
So like on like Delta or something.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that is over $2,000 for like 3 days for one person, one single person.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is atrocious. That is disrespectful to my. It really, it's so offensive to my wallet. I don't even want to go anymore. That's horrid.
God.
It's downright despicable. The gall of that rat.
this fucking rat.
The fucking rat.
Yeah,
Just fuck.
I just I it sucks that like I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, yeah, I would pay more money to have fewer people there and take the chance at like maybe having a better experience, cuz like at this point it's so expensive for also being kind of shit, right? Like
Yeah, yeah.
so it's yeah. I'm interested to see if anything happens with Disney, but like hey, if they start being like hey, like low capacity autism days, you gotta fucking like half capacity, double the price, come on in. I'll be like, all right, you do owe me money for that idea, but I am gonna go.
Listen, there's a Colby trademark idea.
Yeah,
Please. And it doesn't just work for Disney, for any theme park.
yeah,
But man, fuck, dude, I keep saying I want to go, but man, that is a lot of money. It's a lot of majula.
it is.
I'd have to get a second job to for like 5 months. I'd have to get a second job and save all of the paycheck from the second job, just so that way I could build up my my Disney fucking vacation account
Yeah,
and then just quit in 5 months. Just to not break even, but just to have an all right time,
yeah, be able
and
to
then
afford it
never,
at all.
yeah, and then never ever go back to Disney again. Not ever.
Mm-hmm.
But I went the one time.
Good enough.
That's how it is, dude. With the economy right now, like there's like you said, there's like up to 85,000 people that can be in the park, and they're always like at least 40 plus. Like the people in Florida, it's a higher rate of living there, but they're fucking rich, and they go to Disneyland like it's nothing. Like people will be like, oh, I go to Disneyland all the time, it doesn't cost me nothing. I'm fucking poor.
Yeah.
Like all the people in the world that are poor and they just can't drop anything at the drop of a hat and take their money and go into this experience. I'm sure there are people that have never been to Disney World or Land,
Mm-hmm.
and you know they're just fine that they didn't get to go. But like I like to experience new things, and it's one of the things that I just may never experience in my life is going to Disney World or Land.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's too expensive. It really is. With the money that I'm going just for myself to go to Disneyland or Disney World, I could spend it on like a dozen different things that would better my life. I could go on a road trip all over Texas with like $2,000
Yeah.
and hit like a whole bunch of cool stuff. I could do so much more with $2,000 besides spend 3 days at Disney World.
Yeah, or you could wait an hour and a half in line to go on the Tron ride, and then they tell you that you're too fat.
Exactly.
Now, doesn't that sound better?
That doesn't sound better. That doesn't. No. Oh. I'm gonna Buck Days for free.
Yeah.
Like Buck Days is like $20, and I had a good time when I went.
Hell yeah. Listen, I think Disney's got to fucking fix something here, and
they gotta do something.
I
don't know what that is.
I don't think it's gonna get any cheaper, but like I just like at the very least, if it's gonna be more expensive, like make it worth it. Come on, man.
Yeah, well, what they're doing with their ARG and like their little rides, like at least make the rides more like I guess because it's more of like seen as a kids thing.
Mm-hmm.
They don't anticipate, like, I know kids go, but like adults are paying and adults are going. Like, have something for the adults, not Disney adults. Fuck those guys. But like regular adults, have something for them to do. Like, adults still like to fucking go on rides and lounge and stuff. Not like little rides. Like, it's not worth it. I think it's cool, but like it's not worth it.
Yeah.
And then, oh my god, they're fucking souvenirs. I watch a couple of YouTubers, and every time they go to Disney World, it's expensive.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know how cool it would be if I got one of the Black Panther fucking arm blaster things? It's like $80 to get like the avatar fucking of myself. It's like $80, right? You said 60 or 80?
I don't fucking know.
I thought you said you went on it and you almost. And it's like $60. I think Drew Gooden said it was like $60.
Ah. Nice.
And I think that's at Universal, right? That's not Disney.
Yeah. No. They have a new Avengers area at Disneyland, so that's probably what it is.
Okay, well, at Disneyland you can get the Black Panther like blasters you can take on the ride. Or I think the Tony Stark, the fucking Iron Man gauntlet, they're like $80. They're like $60. Or the Star Wars like Disneyland fucking lightsabers. They're expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, like for a day pass for Disneyland, what you're paying for this one lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
That is just, it's ludicrous. I'm getting so mad. I'm getting so mad that they're gatekeeping this stuff.
I'm getting heated.
I'm getting angry. No, I legit am, because I'm like, man, this is what's it called? And people are like, oh well, you don't gotta go. You know, it's what's it called? It's like a luxury thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, fuck you and your luxury. There's people that just can't afford these things. At least make a poor Disneyland.
Yeah, poor Disney.
Fucking Disneyland for like the lower class. They don't have to be as exuberant, but fuck.
God.
It's just there's people that can't go, and there's people that can go. And the people that can go, Disney knows that they can fucking wring out an extra $20 on each thing because they're gonna go. And that's what it is. People will be upset, but they will still pay and they'll still go. You said it yourself. If they had a half cap day that you'd pay extra to go, well, if they just raised it a couple of dollars, people are still gonna go, and they're just like, oh, we updated the experience, and we're getting people like to clean the rides, and we're fixing up stuff. The Imagineers are getting paid more to make the rides better. All they have to do is say that and be like, we're charging an extra $10 on everything.
Listen, we are gonna need an extra $100 per day from you, but don't worry, shit's gonna be lit.
Yeah, and people would be like, what the fuck? But they're like, well, if it's gonna be lit.
I mean, how lit we talking?
Exactly. They would pay it because they're already going. They're gonna pay it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what the real problem is. People have to like realize their worth. They're getting their eyes poked right in front of them. They're just like, oh well, Disney's upcharging, so that means they're doing something better.
Yeah,
well, they're not really.
No,
but they're paying for it anyway. And people are getting too easily fooled, and Disney knows that they could just price whatever at anything and they'll pay it.
Man,
I think that's what it boils down to.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's I think Disney is. I mean, not to get on my fucking anti-capitalist soapbox again, but like so many things like get shitty because businesses are concerned about like making the line go up, and you don't have to do that. You can just keep it flat. That's fine.
People would still go, dude. It like if they didn't raise their prices and they just kept them at a set price and never raised them like per year or like how many ever times, I think it would be better. But still, you'd have to wait at line. That would give them an excuse. Oh well, with these prices, we can't do anything different. Whatever. Mm-hmm. Like motherfucker, you've been open for like 50 years. Yeah, it's changed a lot. You could do things different. Just fucking make a better experience. And Disney, oh man, lately, I don't even want to get on this because I'll be another hour tangent of just Disney has been so mediocre for the past like 5 years. And it started with Marvel and Star Wars, that their mediocrity has been fucking skyrocketing and Disney's been plummeting. Not only with like their movies, their shows, and it's causing like this shit stir on the internet, and then it's like transferring to their park, that they're just like, oh, well, we own the big IPs, we can do whatever we want, and like people are like, yeah, hype, but then they put out these mediocre products, and it's just making Disney kind of shitty.
Yeah,
because they're not like putting their whole heart into it. They're not hiring people that are like die hard for their properties they're buying.
Yeah, I think a pretty big part of this is that Disney feels like they have to put out a thing every, so often. And they don't. Like, they're like, oh, well, we got to have we got to have 2 Star Wars shows this year. We got to have 2 Marvel shows this year. We got to put a new Marvel movie. We have to update the park to add to clean out this ride and make room for this other one. And we have this idea that nobody had enough passion to fucking come up with a really good idea for. And it's just so much of it is just okay, imagine the end product. Okay, great. Everybody loves this. Everybody wants this movie. Everybody is apeshit over this movie. Okay, what is in that movie? Okay, an animal sidekick and a Jedi and
a gun
and there's
a sword.
Somebody's got a gun. Somebody's parents are dead. Let's make that movie. As opposed to somebody being like, I have an idea for a movie that I think people would really like. It feels like they're really trying to work their way backwards, and they're falling into the a pit of subconscious bullshit.
Yeah.
And they're just I don't know. It kind of works. It kind of doesn't.
Okay, so I don't want to shit on Disney Acolyte because it's mediocre. It's bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's glaringly bad. So it's a quote, it's a revenge plot and a murder mystery, but it's the sets aren't there. The main characters are a good twin and a bad twin, and here's the thing, I think we talked about this last time. They're rewriting the Force, because the girls belong to a lesbian witch coven. I'm not saying lesbian because they're all women, but they give birth to kids using the Force with each other, and they kind of shit. Everyone was mad because they're but yeah, in that Luke Skywalker's thing or Anakin Skywalker's thing, the Force gave birth to him.
Yeah,
and they're yeah, well, they're yeah, no, this isn't the Force, it's the thread. And it's just the Force. It's basically the Force.
Huh.
And people were like, this is stupid. Why'd you do that? Anakin was the only one that was supposed to get birthed by Force, but now you have these twins 1,000 years before. Why wasn't this mentioned? And then
it's so long ago. No one knows.
And it's just like I said, the sets aren't that great, the mystery isn't that great, the characters aren't that great, or they're mediocre, they're not even giving good lines. Mm-hmm. It's just they're only 3, or I think the 4th episode came out, and I don't know if I'm gonna watch it, and it's just not great. This was funny, in the first episode, and people were complaining about this. They were the girl went out on space because she's fixing on a ship, mm-hmm. and a fire bursts out on one of the engines on the outside in space, and it looks like a little campfire on the space. And people were how's there a fire out in space just bustling?
Yeah,
and they were oh,
Star Wars has been doing that forever though, so I don't give a shit about that.
People were yeah, well, ships explode in space. They're yeah, well, they explode and disperse, but this fire's bustling, there's wind outside. And I'm just what? I thought it was funny. It doesn't bring me out. I'm just like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And then in the third episode, this is funny because like the twins, the main characters, one wants to go with the Jedi and the other one's like, I don't want to go with the Jedi. I want to stay with the witches.
Mhm.
And the other girl's like, well, I'm going with the Jedi. And she's like, no, you're not. And she's like, why? What are you gonna do? And she's like, I'll kill you. And then she sets her whole fucking thing on fire, the witch hideout on fire, and it's in the side of a mountain face, like a rock. It's all made of rock. All the rock interiors and stuff go up in flames because the girl sets it on fire.
Hell yeah.
Everyone's like, how did that work? Everything's made out of stone.
Well, it's made out of
Combustible
gas stone.
And so like they're like, wait, who's the good guy now? Because like you're following one of the girls who's an assassin killing all the Jedi because I don't know why, because that girl that's killing all the assassins, she's like, this is your fault. But she's the one who killed her whole coven.
Mm-hmm.
She set her whole house on fire. What's she getting revenge for? She did it.
Yeah.
I'm like, what
Hey.
are you doing? I'm like, wait. It's basically, see what you made me do? Fucking abusive relationship. That's what it is. And the story is just so fucking bleh. I'm over it.
Bleh.
Bleh. And Marvel hasn't come out with anything good. It's just been a whole fucking whirlwind of mediocrity, and I'm over it.
Yeah, it's they haven't had a really good, I don't know. They haven't had a really good like hard hitting, oh yeah, this is so true. This is something like I really like relate to, and something that I like really enjoy and can recommend to people. They haven't had something like that in a while now.
I wouldn't recommend The Acolyte. I just wouldn't. Like it's just bad. Like they're retconning things and it doesn't make sense. This is the second witch, like all women witch cult in a series that just happened. Because if I don't know, you didn't watch Ahsoka, but in Ahsoka there was an all female pseudo force wielding witch cult in that one too.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, why did you do it a second time? No one liked it the first time.
Yeah, hey.
I'm like, there's not there. Like, I know it's a big universe, but like, how are there so many witch covens that use the like a different form of the force
Mm-hmm.
in the universe that you're just gonna come across? Like, what the hell?
Man,
I'm like, you're not even coming up with new ideas. You're just rehashing recent bad ideas.
damn it.
Son of a bitch.
Damn it, Star Wars.
Damn.
All right, listen,
Hey.
we are almost at the end of this episode.
I know.
We have
talking about it. I had to get it off my chest.
We have
Sorry.
one thing that I want to get to.
All right.
And we're only going to be on it for just a second. So, as we record this, tomorrow is going to be the June Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
So, Fee.
Ooh, profit fee.
I want you to give 2 predictions for what's going to be in this Nintendo Direct. I will also give 2.
All right. I'm gonna. Yeah. I gotta go do yours first. I gotta thinking cap this.
Okay.
I gotta fucking get my tarot cards out.
So the guidelines that I'll give you is they've already said that there's not going to be any Switch 2 stuff. So
okay,
not going to be in this one. And this should just be about Switch games, I believe.
Okay. All right.
So given that, it's supposed to be 40 minutes.
Okay.
So let's get it.
Okay. 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
We already know there's going to be indie farm sims. We're going to talk about main IPs.
I'm going to get my first one. I'm going to say Metroid Prime 4 because that's what I say every time.
I was just about to say.
That's what I take every time, and I'm going to do it.
Okay. All right. I'm going to say a remaster of one of the Legend of Zeldas, probably Twilight Princess, or they might put on the Switch remaster the Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask from 3DS.
Mm-hmm.
I'm calling it like a Zelda remaster of one of those.
Okay, interesting. It's not a bad idea.
Or even Oracle of Time, or those seasons. I know they have them on the on Nintendo fucking monthly thing, but I think because like Paper Mario did so well, they want to do something with that, or they've been doing something with that.
Could be. I mean, and they, obviously they've still got a big Zelda following. Tears of the Kingdom did super well, so it wouldn't be surprising.
I think they want to do something with Zelda, put out something smaller.
All right. Okay, I will accept this. What do you have a second prediction that maybe coming up? Let's see.
I don't want to say Star Fox. I'm gonna wild card it. F-Zero, something F-Zero.
Ooh, okay.
That's gonna be my wild card, F-Zero.
I would have taken like a Zelda, I would have taken like a Wind Waker or Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
Oh God. You know what? Here's what I'll say. I think they're going to announce a Mario sports game.
Oh, yeah, that's a good call.
Some Mario sports game, whether it's like another Super Strikers or fucking the baseball one, what the fuck.
Yeah. Super Sluggers. Oh, dude, that's rad because they put out that mediocre Mario Golf and Tennis on Switch already. So Sluggers would be a shoe in a Mario Sports title. Ooh. Oh, dude, even a Donkey Kong game. Oh, dude.
Ooh.
We haven't had one of those in a while. Maybe that's in the cards. I'm sorry, I'm doing like 3. I'm Donkey Kong, F-Zero, and like Zelda. I was gonna say Star Fox, but they're not gonna do anything with Star Fox.
Man, I wish they would though.
I know. I think they're saving it for Switch 2.
Yeah.
If they're gonna pull out their guns, they're gonna fucking on Switch 2. Just remember this. It's the preconception for Switch 2. One of the launch titles is gonna be like a new Star Fox game.
You know what? Let's put that down. Let's write it down in the history books. We'll come back to it.
Once they start announcing that, and they let's say they announce it, you're gonna be like, "V, you motherfucker!" Like you did with
son of a bitch.
Super Mario RPG, and when I fucking called that,
God,
that was my shining moment. That was my fucking. That was my wild card. That was my wild card on that one. Super Mario RPG remake, out of fucking left field. V coming in like a rocket.
Man.
All right, man.
Honestly, that's you're gonna be a legend.
I'm riding that wave. I've been riding that wave since I got it.
Good. Listen, if you have joined us live, welcome. You're already here. But if you want to listen to this live, twitch.tv//go Gettas Pod. We are right there. We are currently live. You can follow us. We go live anywhere between 0 and 2 times a week. You can basically get this show before it airs. So that's sick. You could have done a prediction with us this time. Oh, fuck.
You could have done it.
Man, that would have been sick, but you didn't. Lame. Anyway, you do better next time. You can also, if you like the audio version of this podcast to be a little higher quality, you can wait for it to come out on Wednesday in the morning around 5 a.m. Pacific time. No, sorry, 3 a.m. Pacific time. That way you can listen to it on your way to work. But if you like the version that's on YouTube, which is a replay of the one that's on Twitch, all you got to do is go to youtube.com/@GoToGuessPodcast, and it is right there for you. It comes out every Wednesday at noon Pacific.
Yes.
And if all of this sounds like way too much time and commitment, dog, we got shorts for your brain rot ass. All you got to do is go to our YouTube channel or our TikTok channel or our Instagram. So fucking go get it.
Go get it, dude. Here's what I want you to do.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to get a plan. Get your friends, two of them probably, two of them will do.
Mm-hmm.
Go rob a bank. Just go fucking rob a bank.
Okay.
And instead of going home with your newfound riches, I want you to just fucking road trip it from where you're at all the way to Disney World.
Mm-hmm.
Spend all your hard-earned stolen money on Disneyland. You probably won't have anything left over.
Mm-hmm.
And just go get it.
Just go get it. Get
that experience.
Yeah. And no, Fee is not saying buy all of Disney World from Disney. Fee is saying go purchase a ticket to Disney World. That's it. That's all you're going to have money for.
Yeah. All the money you just robbed from that bank is barely enough for a day or two trip.
Yeah, you may be able to get a food there. One food.
Just one food.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna be like the pancake or the popcorn.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
And then I guess presumably go to jail. But I mean, at least you went.
Yeah. Listen, and then you don't even have to pay for food anymore, dog.
Yeah, dude. 3 square meals a day.
What the fuck?
Fucking free shower. You don't even have to worry about what you gotta wear.
Dang, put into indentured servitude for fucking free? That's crazy.
This plan seems better and better to me all the time.
Yeah, honestly, maybe next weekend. What do you think?
I'm up for it.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it.
Listen, I got a car. I've got I don't got a gun, but I've got a wooden sword.
Let's show up with wooden swords. You've got to hide your whole body because you're not white. They won't shoot me, but they would for sure shoot you. So like,
look, I tell you what, I'll put on a president mask like in what's that stupid movie with the surfers? Fucking is it Keanu Reeves or is it? Yeah, Keanu Reeves. When they rob he pretends to be a fucking a bank robber, and he goes and they wear the fucking Nixon mask and then they surf. What is that movie? We'll do that movie.
Yeah, fuck it. Oh, Point Break.
Yeah. We'll do a Point Break.
Yeah, we'll just do a Point Break real quick.
That's my best attribute. It's what I'm known for.
I'm known for surfing and robbing banks. Bye.
Later.